Hey guys, one thing you want to remember when you're talking to unbelievers and you're trying to use presuppositional arguments, a lot of times they're missed because people are failing to understand what you're actually addressing. So when you say, for example, that they can't reason apart from the Christian God, they might take that as an insult, where you're saying that they can't think, like a cheap insult. But you're not saying that. You're saying that their worldview cannot account for the possibility of rationality. Like, how is reasoning possible? And in the world, you've got to have, free agents that are thinking, that are trying to string together rational thoughts, and that the world is consistently rational. It is governed by rationality. That's what's necessary in order for them to think. So you're not saying that they can't think within like a narrow scope of rationality. You're just saying that they can't account for that. They can't justify reasoning. It's like saying, they can't explain or account for mathematics or the laws of mathematics, while they may be very good at math, better than us, even certainly better than me, but they can't justify how mathematics exists, how it's possible for us to exercise ourselves in mathematical laws, because you need a worldview to make sense of that. And if you can imagine, they're saying, well, I don't believe in the Christian God, and I can reason, I can be reasonable. Well, that's like saying, if you're arguing about the existence of air, and they say, well, I don't need to believe in air, I reject the idea of air, and yet I'm still breathing. Well, they need air to breathe in order to argue, and so you have to recognize that they're failing to connect those dots there. You're not saying they can't breathe. You're saying they can't account for breathing. They can't explain how breathing is possible if you reject air. And so we're doing the same thing with the Christian God. We're saying that, yeah, you can reason because you're made in His image and you exist in His world. But you can't account. If you reject Him, you don't have any explanation for how reasoning is even possible, how you can even justify your own ability to reason. So all the other worldviews are self-refuting. So try not to get sidetracked into a misunderstanding like that. Try to catch it so you don't waste a lot of time when you're dealing with it. All right?